It'll be great. Your
Okay,
viewers
I
will
don't
be
even
able to
care if
choose
you
which
can't
one they
see
want
it.
to watch.
If the Facebook one doesn't work, so be it. Like if you don't see it, we're just gonna roll with it, and it's live on YouTube. We'll just go. It's getting late. Okay,
Tiffany
let's do it.
mentioned
All
me to
right,
post.
so
Dun dun dun.
let's go back to what we were talking about. So
Oh, says
borrowers,
Tiffany was live.
I
Welcome to
sure
our live
was.
show.
You see it now?
13 minutes ago.
Oh gosh, that's so outdated. Okay, hi, welcome back to round five. All right, so today we're just going to talk about different problems we're seeing in the community and start busting down the list and trying to solve as many as we can using different AI tools, building things, workflows, specific tools. It depends on what the problem is, right?
Yep.
So my lovely friend here has a list, a pre-made list that he's gathered of different problems. And I went through some of them. And the one that we're going to look at today has to do with borrowers who are having trouble getting funding because they don't have the means to provide credibility, or maybe they're just disorganized. They don't have all the right information that they need, that a lender would need from them in order to actually give them, you know, significant sums of money. So let's talk about that, and let's see how we would be able to solve something like this.
Yes, let's talk about it.
Okay, so you're a borrower. You need a
Okay.
certain, so what does the lender need from the borrower to start in order to just, what's the basic lending package?
Well, it's going to depend on the deal and what the lender wants to see. But I mean, basically, you're going to have, they're going to want to see certain documents. Um, Depends on the position, right? So if you're a borrower and you're coming to me and you want me to be your gap lender, then you already have a first position lender, and so you should already have um, a term sheet or promissory note with the first position lender. I'm going to want to see that so that I know how much, so I can figure out how much equity there is. I can do my calculations and figure out what I want to lend. So I mean, that's just like one piece of information I want, right? As a lender, I'm going to want to verify and vet who you are, vet your experience. That's one of the places where AI could help with the credibility. Um, when you submit your information, I'm looking at how organized or disorganized you are, because I expect the project to go the same way. What are you normally seeing?
Well, I don't do lending myself, so I'm thinking about it from a TC's perspective. I've done a few lending deals as a TC, and the biggest thing is just lack of, well, from the borrower's perspective, it's not really knowing how they should be protected, and lack of just knowing the different security instruments that there are. And not only that, but the whole process of, of creating a lien and then releasing the lien afterwards. So that's the biggest thing for me. It's just them not knowing. And so because they don't know, then they don't always get the proper security, or they get taken advantage of from the, I'm thinking about it from the lender's perspective. Like newer lenders, the borrowers are taking advantage of them by, not securing them properly, offering, very good rates on paper, but then they don't have the correct underwriting in place to make sure that there's actually enough margin or enough equity in the house to be able to actually pay them back if they default. So those are stuff that I'm seeing mostly on the lender side. But if we're talking just about from a borrower side trying to prove credibility, then maybe we can. This brings up the point of, is this something that we need to like actually build something out for? Or is it really just something that like they need to have their own like checklist so they can just go
Could
through
be
it?
both. I mean, you could build out something with whatever your favorite AI is to not only have a checklist, but to then remind you. From the lender side, you could easily set it up so that it reminds you every whatever interval you want, every month, every 3 weeks, to check in on your borrower,
Mm.
or have somebody walk the property and see what the condition of the flip is, or something, so that you could keep up with stuff. The people that I see that do private money lending and lose a bunch of money, a lot of times, like 9 times out of 10, is because they lent somebody money. They didn't have the right paperwork, but they lent somebody money, and then they waited, and they're like, well, I didn't get anything, but I talked to they haven't paid me this month, but I talked to them and they said they'll get me next month, and this drags on, and 6 months later, they're trying to get their money, and it's
Yeah.
too late. It's gone. So being able to set reminders, a lot of what I was getting at there is a lot of people I've seen just lend money and kind of do a set it and forget it, and I'm just going to be passive. And then 6 months later, when they haven't got any money, they're like, hey, what's going on? To where you could use AI to set up a reminder. You could use it to send text messages on certain intervals to the borrower, going, hey, send me some progress pics, or whatever you want to do, just to stay involved and make sure that the project is going as it should.
Mm-hmm. So how would you set that up then? Would you? So it sounds like uh, this is more of a workflow builder, right? To have automated text go out. So would you do it via a like cron job, which is you just like set it up to like every week send a text message or a message out to this person asking for an update on blank project? And would you set it up so that, like, say you are a prolific uh, lender? Wait, are we talking about lenders or borrowers? We're talking about
At the
a
moment, we're looking at it from the lender perspective, but you could do the same for a borrower.
right. So,
Every Friday, I want you to pull the best images off of my phone and send them to X.
mm-hmm. So, and so then we send up a different workflow for every single property that, or every lending job that they decide to lend on, then we have a separate one. Or is it a blanket one where you just use like an agent? You're like your lender agent, right? Like a specific one that just does all of your lending opportunities. And then every time you get a new opportunity, you just input that information into it and then set automated follow ups to go out and have that agent essentially track updates along the way.
Yeah.
And then ultimately it'll get to maturity, and that's when, you know, either you have that set maturity and it sends out like that final like email saying, okay, it's time to pay up, time for your final payment or whatever. Which one do you think would make more sense in terms of building it, was so that it doesn't get too cluttered and complex? Because ultimately, the biggest thing that I've ran into, and I've told you this the other day, is overcomplicating things. I tend to really just go deep, and then I'm like, oh, we can build this little subsection to then set up a trigger to go to this person, and we'll have this whole cloud system over here, and then it's like you draw it out and you're like, ew, this is ugly, like this doesn't make sense. So it's nice to have like a second brain, essentially, to just bounce ideas and to basically be my AI and tell me if it's a stupid idea. That's the most important thing, like right off the bat, is like telling your AI, like, tell me what I say is stupid, because 9 times out of 10 it is pretty stupid and it doesn't make sense, or there's a better way and I'm overcomplicating things. Anyways, rant done.
Well, to your point, I mean, yeah, it's really easy, especially when you're building and you're doing stuff with AI and all the things, to get scope creep and just
That's
get
right. That's the
massive.
word.
And and what was going to be some simple thing is now super complex, and 800 different moving pieces.
Yeah.
And yeah, one of the best AI use cases is probably talking to whatever AI you're using and going, hey, this is what I'm going to do. Tell me the best way to do it, or uh, ask me questions to help clarify and streamline this process. Um, Using it before you get into the situation, and then staying on track, and not derailing and squirreling into all the wonderful things that you could add on to it.
I feel like I'm being attacked right now. Are you talking about me squirreling? Yes, I
No,
squirrel a lot.
no,
Oh.
I do the same. Yeah,
I know. I
I'll
was
start a
talking to you
simple
the other day
project,
and
and
you
then
squirreled on
next thing
me.
you know, I'm. Oh, go ahead.
um, okay. I think the best way to like try to avoid that then is to map out what just a human would do, and we just write down like step by step. Okay, if you were the perfect borrower, how would you go about this? And then just list that all out, and then we'll just plug in AI and see where AI can actually make sense. Maybe we can do like one of those um Excalibur or something.
Well, you could easily have AI create your pitch deck for you.
Oh, my pitch deck?
Yeah,
Oh, right. Yes. Is that what people
yeah,
use? I don't know. I don't lend.
I see a lot of them. Yeah,
Have you
people
ever
looking for funding.
have you ever do you borrow or do you just lend? Not
I
just.
mostly lend, and then I underwrite for a ton of lenders, so I see a lot of stuff.
Mm, okay. Let's let's just go old school and let's just like type it all out then. Okay, so you're borrowing money.
Okay, well, here, let's keep this more simple, I guess. Uh, what kind of deal are we gonna? What's our hypothetical scenario here? What kind of deal is it? I mean, are we borrowing a hundred
You're
thousand or are we
borrowing
borrowing
money.
5 million?
You're borrowing 50K
Okay,
for a
fix and flip.
PML fix and flip.
Okay, so
I
50K,
mean,
looking
is that
for
enough?
bridge loan or gap funding on a nice cosmetic little fix and flip.
Yeah.
Okay,
you just bought the house, and now, oh no, wait, you don't have the money yet because you're struggling getting the credibility and all that, the
Right.
credibility package together. So you're looking for a
So,
lender for 50K, right?
yeah.
What's the
Yeah. So
first
you
thing you
found a
do?
property, you put it under contract,
Yes.
you found a hard money lender to come in for first position, but now you have to come up with another 50K.
Yes.
So
Yes.
now you're looking for a gap lender or a private money lender or private money partner to capital partner to come in and bring you that 50K that you need.
Yeah. And then
Okay. So how are you going to find that person?
it's like triple berry cheesecake, by the way, and the berry tastes very. I'm gonna avoid that
Mm.
part. Man, Cheesecake Factory is really sweet. I'm not a huge fan. Um, so we are going to need to assemble our credibility docs. Get the package together.
You could. Yep.
I mean, what you see more lending than I do. What does it look like in your head?
Well, a lot of times I'll see that that first step is essentially finding lenders. So I'll see people reach out via text or DM going, "Hey, I got this project. Would you be interested on lending on it?" So it's like an initial outreach to pull some people together. Maybe they do a group Zoom. Hey, I'm going to have a Zoom like you would an open house for all your private money lenders, right? Hey, I'm going to do a Zoom and break it all down.
Yeah.
Um, I've seen that. Um, I've seen them do where they'll ask, hey, I'm looking for a PML for this deal. Are you interested? And you go, yeah, where's it at? And then they send a pitch deck. So they'll either send like a Canva link to the slides or a PDF or a link to a cloud drive, either
Mm.
Dropbox or Google Drive that
Mhm.
has the same information in it. Until they find people that or someone to lend on that deal.
Okay, so they need something to help them put together their pitch deck on Canva, probably Canva or something, and then and then send out outreach to their list. What if they don't have a list of lenders? They're
And
like new. This
they
is their
are
first
brand
one.
new.
Yeah,
Yep. They're brand new. They have zero experience.
yeah,
And what they need to do if they want to get funding is find somebody in the area that they could partner with who has the experience. That's going to help them get better rates from their hard money lender. It's going to help them actually be able to get money from a gap lender because they don't, I mean, I don't know any PMLs and I'm not going to lend on a first time brand new person, never done a flip before, regardless of how good the deal is. I mean, maybe if I'm first position, uh, if it's really good, but for the most part, yeah, I'm not lending on that, and loan to own. So, I mean, if it's something that I wouldn't mind owning, then I might do a first position with a brand new person. But for the most part, private money lenders are looking for all lenders are looking at what your experience level is, and if you don't have any, you're either not going to get funding or you're going to pay a whole lot more. One or the
yeah.
other.
Okay, so that means
So when it comes to a pitch deck, I mean, you could use ChatGPT, you could use Canva, you could use Gamma AI. There's plenty of. I'm sure you could use Claude. There's so many that you could just, hey, I need to build a pitch deck. Tell me what I need to provide you, and to create a pitch deck for me.
Mm-hmm.
And then AI will ask you, or ask for the information it needs.
Yeah. Okay, so assuming they got that, then now they need to actually have some kind of outreach system where they send out. So whether or not this is their first lending deal or not, if they're experienced, they have a list of lenders. They just reach out to them, do what you said, hold a Zoom, call of arms, essentially, text them all, reach out. So you need to have some sort of system for that. Or if it's the first one, they already partnered up with someone, so then they're set. So is that where we're gonna like kind of end this our whole problem solving at this stage, or we're gonna go all the way to the end?
It could be. I mean, it's going to be different. The various stages will either be a problem or not a problem based on the borrower, right? If they're brand new, they probably don't have a list of lenders lined up. They definitely don't have any lenders that they've already done work with before, that they could just go back to a lender that did their last 3 deals, which is what ends up happening if you perform. You're a good operator, you perform, right? People are going to keep lending you that. I will keep lending you the same money over and over again if you have projects and projects. If you're paying, right? You keep my money working, I keep you working, everybody wins. But if you're new and you don't have that, then you have a different problem than that particular fix and flipper. So we were talking about ways that you could use AI to do this. I mean, some of this stuff you could do just with automations in CRM if you're using
Yeah,
one.
that's what I'm thinking.
If you're not
too.
using the CRM, yeah.
Mm-hmm. But if you're not using a CRM, so I'm gonna assume, for all intents and purposes, that this person is not using a CRM. They're a brand new lender, so they don't have the credibility, and they're looking for someone to well, honestly, like if you're partnering with someone, that's easy. I mean, that's not easy per se, but it makes it a lot easier. And so it's like we don't really even need to do anything for that, because like your more experienced partner should be able to handle it for you. So now we should actually scrap what I just said, to someone who's done maybe like 3 or 4 of these, and they have a little list of lenders that they can reach out to. Yeah. And let's end it actually at them securing the money. It's going to do the first process, because if we do the whole thing, like, that's just not, it would make more sense to solve things piece by piece and really make it more specific versus let's just solve lending now, right? That's a little much. Okay, so have you ever made there's so many different tools now that can build you those pitch decks. Like you just named them all off earlier. Like Canva Design is also like super cool. And Did you play around with it yet after I told you about it the other day? Did you use your
I
like
did not.
2 tries that they give you?
I did not.
And do you want to set up a workflow? Almost like an N8N workflow type thing? Except I don't think we're going to use N8N. Or do you think... Did you send me a message?
Not recently.
Oh, okay, I see, I see. Yeah. I just saw those notification bubbles. So, yeah, do we want to set it up as like a way where someone can just start at the beginning of the workflow and there's like automatic triggers along the way and like it automatically helps them generate based off of a certain input of details that they provided regarding the opportunity? Or is there another way you were thinking?
Nope. That's probably the way. It's the way I would do it. Having
And what
systems and processes. So
what
step by step.
what tool would you use?
What would I use, or what would I recommend a brand new person use?
What would you use?
I would probably use my AI agent,
Use
and I'd let him
Ridge.
do it. I would use Ridge. Yep.
Use Ridge.
If I
Okay.
wasn't using Ridge, then I would probably build it either inside my CRM, inside Go High Level. I'd do a build out inside of there for the workflow, or I would use N8N because I have experience with N8N
Hmm.
and build out the automation that way. But for your average person, well, not average person, um, for somebody brand new, I mean, you could use Google Sheets and just plot it out step by step. No cost, low cost
Low
solution.
cost, low cost. Indeed. Yeah, it really just depends on what tools you have. Well, I think like what I really wanted to do here, like when we're live, is to like actually build something out with what we have.
Okay, let's build something out.
And so
What do you want to use? Chat, Claude?
that's the question.
That's the question.
What are we? So
Okay,
we're.
you use one, I'll use the other, and we'll compare our results.
Oh my. Are we gonna like have the same prompts that we give, and we're gonna like just compare what gets built out, or are we
Sure,
just gonna kind of like put our heads down and like independently build something out on our own?
up to you. Either or.
You choose.
Let's give it the same prompt.
All
I mean,
right.
that's pretty easy. Anybody could do that,
Put in a
and people
prompt.
should be doing that, using the exact same prompt in different AIs to
Yeah.
see the different results.
Yeah. All right. Well, we can also make like use our AIs to plan because I was telling you how I use both Claude and ChatGPT and plug each one in and have them essentially talk to each other and really hash out the plans before I actually build. Maybe we can use a similar approach today.
Yeah.
So we'll start off. We'll collaborate together to make the plan, and then independently we'll build something out on our different platforms.
Cool.
We'll see. You can use Claude. I'll use Chat. Um,
Okay.
because my Claude, I don't want to. I'm hitting that barrier. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna use regular Claude, not my desktop app, not Claude Code, not CoWork. Just gonna use regular Claude Chat.
Claude Chat.
what everybody would have access to.
Yeah. All right. Are you just gonna use regular Claude chats?
So you're going to use regular Chat GPT, is that right?
No, I was gonna use Codex.
Oh, Codex. Okay.
I mean, I can use ChatGPT. It's all using 5.5, but
Yeah.
I find for building stuff, I just go straight to Codex. But if we're just planning, I guess, yeah, no, I'll use Codex. Plan mode's nice. All right,
Burn through them credits. Okay.
might as well. Otherwise, I'll be like last time, where it was the night before my reset limit, and I was like, oh no, I have so many tokens left, and I just I just stayed up all night, just burning through tokens. I even went to a Claude, and I was like, help me build something. Let me figure out what to build so that I can burn through tokens. And it was like, I'm gonna stop you right there. You need to go to bed. It literally like said no. Like, you're not in the right headspace. You said you want to just burn through tokens. And I was like, F you. Do what I say. I didn't say it. I don't swear at my AI. But yeah, so I don't want
Yeah.
that to
Mine
happen.
would have thrown up a flag as well. Everything I have it do, I'm like, you need to do this the most efficient way possible. So
Yeah, I don't
if I
like it
said
when
just
these
burn through
AIs.
tokens, he'd be like, hold on.
When you give your AI the prompt and you're like, hey, uh, make sure you push back, tell me when I say have a stupid idea, and it actually does it, I get so annoyed sometimes. And this is one of those cases. But it was my fault because I literally told it that. Okay, scroll. All right, so I'm in
Okay.
Codex.
Okay.
And you are in Claude chat or Claude Code?
I am in Claude Chat, and I switched the model to Sonnet 4.6,
Okay.
and that's what I'm using.
All right, I'm going straight to GPT 5.5. Why? Just because.
Okay.
They defaulted there, so.
Yeah, it needs to be at a higher level to be able to keep up with Claude, so it's okay.
I don't know.
We'll see. All right, so what's the prompt?
Let me just verbal vomit this out first before I decide. Oh, they have a plan mode. Perfect. Okay. So I want to build out a workflow to help borrowers who are looking to attain funding from a lender. I need to set up a system in which the borrower A can create a credibility package, presentation, pitch deck that they can provide to potential lenders to show their credibility. And then they need to be able to have another system that allows them to automatically reach out to their list of potential lenders, providing this pitch deck, and also following up and responding to them. Is there anything else we wanted to go through?
I don't think so.
That's it. So it's basically help them build something out for a pitch deck and then reach out to people and send it to people.
Yeah, what do we want it to build the workflow in? I mean, just a step-by-step guide, or do we want it to build it in Google Sheets or
Do we want
N8N
to
or
do we want to keep it open-ended so that the AI can give us options? Or
yes?
do you have a specific preference? I like free 99 with
Uh,
Google, but Google also has a lot of like they do a lot of metadata type stuff that sometimes makes it hard to connect. And then you need the Google API, which I hate using the Google APIs. They're so annoying to set up, but that's an option. Okay, so yeah, let me add one more line to that then, saying let's give me some options of different tools we can use to build out this workflow and automations, trying to keep it free if possible. But yeah, give me some options. All right, so I have it on plan mode and I'm just gonna run it. I should actually share my screen. I wonder if I'll make it slower.
okay, so my prompt, similar to yours, I want to build out a workflow for real estate borrowers doing fix and flips that are looking to obtain funding from lenders, getting 100% funding using OPM to include the creation of a pitch deck with another system for outreach and follow-ups with potential lenders. Let me know anything I'm missing. Provide low to no cost tools that we could use to do this.
Does it know what OPM is?
We'll see.
Okay, I like yours. Give me yours. I'm gonna use that.
Where do you want me to give it to you? Want me to put it in
In
chat?
the chat.
Okay.
That was so good. You had everything. You obviously do more lending than me, so you have more insight into the world of lending.
Okay, I put it in the chat.
All right. Hey, you found Amical. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, I forgot to share my screen. Window. I think it's this one. Ah, look at that. So, man, I'm curious. Can we do like a double screen share?
I don't know.
Is that too much?
But
It'd be cool to see
yeah,
like
it'll
what
do it.
Claude and Codex both say.
So here, let me can I put it? I don't know if it'll let me put an image in the side chat. We'll find out.
We'll find out. So let's see. The low no-cost tool stack: HubSpot, Airtable, Canva, Google Forms for their intake, Dropbox. Calendly, Zapier. Okay. Yep. It's all the same. Exchange clean deal package.
You see my screen?
I do.
Okay. So gave it
Give
the
it
prompt that I
on.
put in chat.
Is that Excalibur?
Is it what?
Oh. Okay, no, that's just their default. Gotcha. Wait, why are you sharing? I thought I was sharing.
You were.
And
But
then
yours
you
was just all a
overtook
bunch of
the
words.
screen?
I did.
Fair. Okay. Onward.
Yeah. So it found a couple of gaps, and then mapped it all out. So basically, we got 5 phases
Uh-huh.
from deal prep to pitch deck to lender outreach to follow up to closing and exit. And then it went through and gave, just
Oh,
more
what's missing?
information. And
There's the gaps.
yep.
Deal analysis standards. Okay. Borrower credibility package. Entirely on the borrower. You need a defined borrow biodoc. So that's different from your pitch deck? Your credibility package. Legal compliance. That I don't think we need to do now. Lender sourcing
No.
strategy.
But it's part of
Objection.
the whole workflow.
Oh,
I mean, you're going to want to have all your docs
payment.
before
Right.
you close here, right?
Yeah. Touche. So, right.
Yeah, and then for low to no cost tools, all of these are free. So Google Drive, shared folder with your photos and your deal photos, financial summary, your underwriting.
Yeah, so the consensus is if you are just starting out and you don't have many tools, Google's always the way to go.
Yep.
That's for sure. Although just their API setup is annoying. But that's it.
Yeah.
Is that was that on plan mode?
No, just on,
Well, you're on chat, huh?
Yeah, Cloud Chat.
Do they have plan mode? No, that's just. I don't think.
Yeah, I was right here.
Yeah,
Cloud
you
Chat
don't.
on Sonnet.
Okay, that's why we got different looking things. Because I had it on Codex plan mode.
Yeah.
So they just approach it differently. Mine came out more of a like plan style.
Yeah, mine came out more. Here's what you asked me for.
Yeah. But in terms of the tool stack,
Yeah.
they said HubSpot for CRM and Airtable. I guess Airtable there's a free tier, which should be adequate. Have you used Airtable?
I have.
I tried getting into it, but I didn't.
Yeah, I had built an automation at one point that used Airtable, and then had some like qualifiers um, built into it. It was all right. Not a not a huge fan.
Yeah. Okay. Let us. Oh, actually, before I continue on, what time did you say you had another meeting?
30 minutes ago. I'm kidding.
The meeting was 30 minutes ago? Are you joking?
I joking. Hold on.
You
Yep. Let me pull up my
joking.
calendar. I think it's at 1. So 50 minutes from now.
Okay, so we have a little bit of time. Little bit. Just, we'll try to. We won't go through like everything. Um,
Yeah, there's a lot of setup time on this call, working through technical difficulties of streaming. But
is
that's all
there?
right. It'll be all dialed in for next time.
Right, right. We know how to set up Facebook. I have to send a message, a post prior. And I got my YouTube thing working, so you're right, it will be a lot faster. And we'll know where we're just like, now what? So we'll know next time to actually have a very specific topic that we can go through. So this is a great learning
Yeah.
experience.
That's right.
Next week's gonna be smooth like. Smooth like? Say it.
Butter.
Butter. Butter. Okay, it's just that mid-afternoon kind of like loopy time. Okay.
Mm,
Maybe we need to make this an hour earlier so that I don't get loopy time in the middle of a stream. No, it was a setup
maybe.
that drained me. Okay. Squirrel again. Need to have like a something to say when you notice me just like drifting, going totally off topic. When I'm doing squirrel brain, you got to give me like a word to like bring me back into focus, you know? I don't know if you can tell I have ADD.
So what do you want your safe word to be? Cheesecake?
Cheesecake? No, it's making me sick. We can't have any more cheesecake. It's too sweet.
Iris.
Iris? Let's do Iris. Actually, that's a good one. I get scared when I think of
That's
her.
not a good one. That's not a
Is it?
good one because you might. I mean, at some point you're gonna tell us all about Iris,
Oh yeah.
and so then you're
Well,
gonna be like,
Iris, it's
"Oh,
kind of like Siri. Like you start saying her name, she just pops up on my phone. Say Iris. Whoa, where did
mm,
that come from? So that's another. Yeah. Iris is my accountability AI, by the way. I don't
yes,
think we
very
have any
cool."
viewers, but if we did, that's what he's referring to. No, say Iris. It'll keep her in the back of my brain, and it'll remind
Okay.
me that she's my accountability gal.
All
And
right.
then you
So when
say
you
her name.
squirrel, Iris is gonna be the trigger.
I like that. That's good.
Okay.
Better than cheesecake. Okay. Where was I? Oh, I think that's why things were taking so long to build because I have squirrel brain. And if you give someone these AI tools and where they can build anything, and they have a squirrel brain, and they have ADD, and they're just like, I need to build this, and then everything gets like 75% completed, and then you move on to the next thing.
Yeah.
Iris. Okay. We were on Codex. Oh, that's right. I was showing you, I was screen sharing my screen before you hijacked me.
Yeah.
Not that, I think yours is better though. Yours has a visual. Codex just gave me like words.
Yeah.
But they have missing pieces to add are legal compliance, standard underwriting model. We should actually do something since, you're Mr. Underwriting guy. Like when I first met you, you were like the underwriter. Not that you aren't anymore, you still are. But I feel like we should do something with underwriting. Just because you're here and that's like
underwriting,
your superpower?
and transaction coordination.
Yeah, I'm actually building something for TCing. It got really complex with my scroll brain, especially because there's so many different parts in a transaction and there's so many what ifs that I over scope creep. Yeah, that happened again.
Mm.
Yeah, it's like, why are you trying to do like all 16 transaction types? Just focus on one at a time. I learned that the hard way. But no, underwriting. I think we should do something with underwriting because why not? I mean, you have your underwriting school community. You're
Mhm.
you literally are an underwriter. Okay, we're gonna do that. Maybe we'll do that next week or something. We should actually have a part of that integrated into this specific one from the lender's perspective or the borrower's perspective. They need to underwrite first, right? So that's actually really important.
Somebody needs to underwrite it because the lenders are also going to underwrite it.
They sure are.
Yeah.
Um, and then Codex told me that that's a missing piece to add anyway.
Yeah.
Do you have
Yeah,
any
because
like?
most borrowers skip us doing a standard underwriting. They're just doing for fix and flippers. I mean, it's just a quick deal analysis, find out what my maximum allowable offer is, make the offer, and then now it's under contract. Now I need to find money.
Mm,
Um, a lot of stuff that gets submitted with, hey, I need $50,000. When I'm underwriting it, I realize they need a lot more than that because there's
yeah.
things that they didn't bother accounting for. But that's a whole different conversation.
Do you have anything built out, or have you? I know you've worked on things in the past for underwriting using
Yeah.
AI.
Hmm.
Do you have anything that
So
can
what are you
be
asking?
anything, yeah, that can be useful for this specific build out, or any ideas at least on
Um,
the underwriting part?
Not really. I mean, not for this. I mean, we're keeping it pretty simple and we're focusing on building out the workflow here.
Mm-hmm.
So, um,
Isn't that part of the workflow though? Like at the very beginning, it's like they want to underwrite it, or is that like assuming that the that should have already been done prior to starting this workflow, which is
I
valid.
think you're really not going to start the workflow until you have a property contracted
Mm-hmm.
or an offer accepted, right? Depending on how you want to word it. So by that point, you should have already done a deal analysis from an underwriting perspective, right? You should have already done a deal analysis, made the right offer, verified what your comps will be, um, to get your ARV to then make the right offer, right? You should already done that deal analysis stuff. Um, and really, until you have talked to some lenders and you've gotten term sheets and you know what the cost of money is going to be, and you've done your um, rehab, you've estimated your rehab costs and that kind of stuff, you really can't underwrite it much further until you have those numbers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
I mean, it's kind of
basically, all
an
of the number
evolving
stuff,
process
the
during the whole.
underwriting, it's all been done already, and now we're just doing this very specific section of the lending process, which is getting your pitch deck and then reaching out to lenders.
Yeah.
That's it. Gotcha. And that's something that's really important, like for people who are trying to figure out like where to implement AI in their businesses. This is probably common knowledge by now, but it's like you need to have some sort of system, which is why for us we're having so much trouble figuring this out because we don't really have like we're not like dedicated borrowers. We don't have like a whole system that we follow to actually do this. And when you don't have a system in place already, it's hard to just fabricate some sort of workflow out of thin air for just a speculative task, right? So the way we're approaching this though is like breaking down what would be like a very big process. Like the entire lending process is quite long, right? There's all these different pieces like that pre-underwriting, getting all the numbers together, putting in your offer, getting that offer accepted. That's all just the first piece. Now we're focusing on this piece, which is the whole pitch deck and lender outreach. And then after that, there's going to be like the follow-up sequence with the lenders, which we're not touching today. And then the actual fulfillment of the loan. So there's all these different pieces, and you have to be able to identify the individual parts and then build something out very specifically for each one. And so when people ask you like, "Oh, well, how do I use AI?" There's so many variables. Everyone's business is so different. It's so hard to have a blanket solution and a blanket response. Their tool needs are
Yeah.
different. Their Yeah.
Oh, I was just gonna say the the best blanket response to how should I use AI is to ask AI
Yeah.
how you should use AI. Tell it
Touche.
what you have. This is what I have. I use an iPhone. I use a Mac. I use this. I have Calendly for my calendar. These are the tools that I have. This is what I'm trying to accomplish. Tell me how to best achieve my goal,
Yeah.
and let AI tell you, and then work through that.
Would you recommend people have like their own personal AI agent, like you have Ridge?
No,
No, not every.
eventually, yeah, but
Mhm.
not everybody. I mean, I have someone close to me getting started in AI, and um, having their own agent. There's a cost to everything, right? So if you learn how to use AI just using the chats, right? Just do some basic stuff. You figure out how AI works, how you work with AI. Um, then as that becomes as you become more efficient with that, then you'll find things where you're like, hey, I need an employee. And when you get to the point where you need an employee, that's when I mean, basically your AI agent is going to be an employee. So uh, at least for me anyway, that's how I talk to mine. That's what I mean. Look, this is what I need you to do today. Let me know when it's done. Um,
So you're saying that not everyone needs an AI agent because not everyone needs an employee right now, and that they can handle
yeah, I think
90%
so.
of their needs through just going on ChatGPT or Claude chat or just chatting with something.
Yeah, I think easily 80 to 90% of most people's needs could be done there. Um, there's also a cost. So, don't for our business people here, right? Your business should pay for whatever. If you're not making any money, then don't occur an additional cost
Yeah,
just to bleed
just
money
because
every
it's
month.
cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you could easily do like the free chat GPT or the free Claude AI. I haven't used either of the free ones in a long time, but
Well, I will
it's
say
it's
the
there.
free. I went back to free the other day or last week or something before I went back to the paid plan for chat because I canceled it originally with Claude. So I was just playing around and the free one was maybe because I was generating images, but after like 2 images, it was like, you hit your max. So I felt
Yeah.
really just restricted using free. So I would recommend like anyone to just, I think the $20 plan is plenty for most people. And I think that should be a minimum requirement in the
Yeah. No, I
free.
don't disagree. Yeah, like I said, it's been a while since I used the free, and when you mentioned that, that was what made me upgrade because it wasn't images, it was either images or PDFs or something that I was having it go through, and I hit my limit, and I was like, oh yeah, I ain't got time for this.
I know.
So with chat, I've been on the $20 plan for a while, and it serves me fine. I mean, even the stuff I'm doing today, I could drop stuff into it, and it'll create images. I created a bunch of images the other day, uh, and the $20 plan is fine.
Mhm.
Where with Claude, I'm using Claude Code a lot and CoWork a lot, and so I need a lot more tokens. So I'm on a max plan with that, and that's where my agent is through Claude Code. So um, yeah, not everybody needs all that.
Yeah, I agree. And then like in regards to like having the agent, kind of going back to that topic, I totally agree with you. Like after playing with my like AIOS agent for a bit and like setting it up, and like there's so much involved that there's like this technical aspect to it that I wouldn't, like anyone can learn it, but at the same time, I don't think everyone will ever learn this. And there's so much maintenance involved, things breaking. Like it sounds so cool, right? You see these people talking into their phones. They got their Telegram bridge connected, and it's all like, "Oh, look at me! I'm controlling my agent through my phone." But then the bridge breaks, and it's the bridge is that connection, and then you're like, "Well, crap. Now what?" And there's just like so much happening on the back end to manage and fix. And there's servers, and you have to host things.
Yep.
You can ask your AI and they can solve it for you. That's true. But it's also knowing when something's broken, knowing when to ask. And even when they explain things to you sometimes, you're still like, what? And the another thing is their uh what's it called? Their training, their information is not even accurate most of the time. And so not most, a lot of the time. And so you ask them something, they're like, "Oh, just go into the settings, find, privacy and do this and then it'll give you the right setting," and it's all outdated information. Or like, and then you send them a screenshot. "Oh, looks like they updated it." So there's just so much extra legwork that needs to be done, and where you will figure it out eventually. Some things, like as a non-technical person, like going in there and trying to build stuff, it would take me hours just to figure something out, where someone who knows it already can get a task like that done in like 10 minutes. So
Yeah.
bottom line, there's just, it's easy but it's still not easy.
Yeah, there's still a curve. I mean, whether it's a learning curve or amplitude curve or what. I mean, there's still a curve. How you talk to it is going to respond differently. So even though they all do the natural speaking and you could just say whatever, there's also other ways that you could say something, and it's not necessarily the magic master prompts and that kind of stuff. Um, but yeah, there's definitely extra to it once you have your own AIOS and you're using an agent, and yeah, things break all the time, and you can tell it to fix it, but sometimes you're just burning through tokens and credits.
Oh man.
There's been times where I've told cowork to do stuff within my CRM. Hey, I want you to build out this new pipeline for this or that, and it'll do it. But it for me, I have learned that it is best to tell it to do that and then go to sleep and get up in the morning because that's how long it's going to take for it to actually do it. Where I could talk to Claude or whatever and say, "Hey, this is what I want to do. Give me the step by step," and it'll tell me what to do, where to put it. And to your point, some things will be off a little bit, but I could do it. Show me how to do it. Could get it done a lot faster with less cost. If you're looking at the overall picture, but
What
yeah.
task are you having it do for you that takes all night? I don't think I've ever had anything that took more than maybe 30 minutes to build out. That's
Really?
like the maximum. Like to have it just
Yeah.
running on its own, even on like auto mode and it's going ham by itself. Like it finishes things so freaking fast. Like I built whole apps, like in, yeah, like 20 minutes. The things that take the longest is just like getting it connected to things like Railway or like Supabase and you know Cloudflare. Those types of things take longer, but it's just because I'm slow, not because of the AI. So like, what are you building
Yeah.
that
For
it's
me,
like working for so long?
a lot of the times it's stuff that I have it do inside my CRM, inside a Go High Level. It's got the API key, but it's still a lot of times it has to use browser mode. So
I see.
when it's doing that, a lot of times it's like, oh, the coordinates are off. I can't find the save button, and so it goes back and forth, and it's like,
Right.
dude.
That's why.
So if I happen to see it doing it, then I just go in and click it, and I was like, look, it's already done. Otherwise, it takes it like another 5 minutes to find it, and
Hmm.
compound that over a long build out of um, setting up a whole nother company, a whole pipeline, all the existing workflows, all the things. It takes a minute.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, since you use browser mode, by the way, I
Hmm.
think I told you this the other day, but apparently I haven't tried it yet, but Codex has a computer browser mode that's supposed to be like really good and fast, a lot faster. And if you have functions that need that, I would check it out since you have your $20 plan that you can access it. So I would give it a try and you might end up really liking it or it might suck, I don't know. But I heard good things about it.
Nice. I'll check it out.
Might as well. Don't neglect chat.
Yep. You use Manus at all?
I've used it. I don't use it regularly. I heard they are really good about doing things that like Claude can't do as well with screen control stuff. So that might be another. That's probably, yeah, another good option. But I can't speak from experience. I used it twice in the past, and I hit my credit limit, and I got frustrated, and I left, and I never went back. And it was kind of expensive.
Yep.
And since I already have the other, like I'm paying for Claude and ChatGPT, I don't want to pay for Manus too.
Yep.
But I might pay for
Yeah.
Gemini.
Claude and ChatGPT, plus your virtual server, plus API tokens, or credits.
No, I
So
don't really
yeah,
use
that's why I
API
said it's
cost.
not for everybody. It adds up.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you got your railway to like deploy Iris. And then before you know it's only $5, but then like $5 here, $10 there. Yeah. Things add up fast. That's why you have to be really very nitpicky about what you decide to actually get a subscription for, because once they get you, they hook you in
Hmm.
and they gobble you up. I feel like there's
That's right.
more subscriptions. I have Canva too, actually. Pay for Canva. So we should use Canva actually for pitch decks because I have
There
it.
you go. What do you need money for? You got a project?
Me?
Yeah.
Or you
Since you have
asking
Canva,
Canva?
what are you going to create a pitch deck for?
Oh, I got. I've been. I've had Canva for a while. It's one of those things, they sucked me in. I don't even use it every month, but I'm paying for it.
Yeah,
But
CapCut got me like
I
that.
don't want to cancel it because, like, I really like Canva, you know?
Yep,
But I don't really use it until I need it. But I want to make sure I have it if I need it, which isn't very
of
often.
course. Yeah.
Um, yeah. I don't know. I feel like we're at that point right now where we don't really have time to build much. Maybe next time we'll have like a
Well, with all the viewers, we're gonna get such great feedback that we'll know what somebody needs built, and then we can build that next time.
yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do next time. Let's actually um
Yeah.
come
So,
up
did you
with a
already do the
specific.
like, subscribe, leave a comment? Did you
Oh,
already do that?
did you hear me do that?
I don't remember.
I mean, I feel like it would have been pretty obvious if I said something like that, wouldn't it?
I don't know. We were live and then we weren't, and then we were live and then we weren't. So I don't
Like
know what
five
iteration
times.
is what.
Well, 5 times,
Yeah.
just going on and off. Yeah. Um, like, subscribe, and follow us for more blabbering and talking about AI. Next time we'll be more structured. This was just our test run.
That's right.
Just trying to figure out what works, what doesn't work, what roadblocks. Next time we won't spend an hour and a
Yes.
half getting set up. It'll
Yeah.
only take half an hour.
Yeah.
And then we'll also come
If
up
you want to
with
cut, go ahead.
we'll come up with our plan prior to coming on, so we'll know exactly what to build, and then we can, yeah, we'll just have more structure. I'll be more prepared.
Yeah. Yeah. And if you're just getting started with AI, be sure to join Tiffany's AI Launchpad to really cut that learning curve and get you going.
Well, Aaron will be there too. He is also an AI launchpad. What do they call it? Moderator.
If you're not, I don't know.
You will be if you're not yet. Sharing your. Oh, and also, if you are interested in underwriting, we can make sure you. I can't pitch for you because I forgot what it's called. It's the underwriting.
Make sure you show up to the next one, and we'll talk about some underwriting stuff
He has an
next week.
underwriting group, and you're very smart with underwriting. So if you want to learn about that, join him. Cool beans. Well, I guess. Oh my gosh, cool beans. What am I, a 90s kid? Yes, I am. You bet I am. Cool beans.
Cool beans.
You
All
you
right.
can take the 90s kid out of the girl, but you can't take the girl out of the 90s. And that's a wrap.
And that's a
Thank you
wrap.
for watching. If you watched, if you didn't watch, I totally get it. Bye.